Number one.
Down to number one.
My number one is...
Two mugs listening along, reviewing music and song, and other stuff. Sláinte.
Hello and welcome to Two Mugs and a Guitar with myself, Jarvis.
And me, Darry. How are we?
How are we? Today we've got a quarterly review.
Quarterly review.
Yes, so now we didn't do it for the last quarter, so this is kind of like a double quarterly review. And then from this point onwards, it's going to be March, June, September, and then the big year review in December. So this year round, we've only got two reviews. So the year review will obviously be in December, and this quarter will be kind of like two.
Yeah.
In fact, it's more like three, isn't it? Because we started in like February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 2 quarters basically.
Three quarters.
No, 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So 3 quarters in one. So you're getting a lot of content, you fuckers.
Yeah. but next time around, obviously March will be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it'll only be maybe
a third of the size,
20 albums, maybe if even.
12, 14, something like that.
This one here has a lot, so we're going to be going through a lot of stuff, back and forth, fighting, anxiety, probably a fist fight.
Maybe we'll see.
But we'll see how it goes. We'll go from the start. Right, so we're going to be doing it one by one. And Jarvis, if you want to, you can kick us off with your least favourite album.
Okay, yeah. So we're going from bottom to the start. So my first one at the bottom is going to be The Cure, Three Imaginary Boys.
Oh. So that's not mine, but mine is The Cure.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was going to be The Cure, yeah.
Your least favourite album was The Cure?
Three Imaginary
Boys.
Really? Yeah, I did.
All the albums, look at that. Yeah, I actually quite like that album.
I went back through it, and to be honest, there's just a lot I don't like about that album. I feel like, I mean, to be honest, like it feels right to me as well, because it sounds like a band who's still trying to find their footing. You know, like they're still trying to figure things out. They're still figuring things out. There was maybe like 2 songs in the album that I actually enjoyed, but I didn't like love them. I just thought they were quite good. The rest of the album kind of fell flat for me, especially in terms of production. There was a couple of songs where the production was just not good at all, and it just annoyed me listening to it.
I think that's what I liked about it, though. I think it was because it was so, like, because if you look into their next discography, the next part of the discography, then it's
kind of got more deeper.
Yeah, but that's where I come in then with mine's The Cure, Pornography.
I had a feeling
it's my least favourite song.
I actually guessed that in the car.
Yeah. It's my least favourite song album, and rightly so, because it was fucking shocking. I think everything about that album was bad. I mean, the lyricism was terrible. They were still trying to find themselves, I think, as well, but people are looking at that as some of their best discography work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh lads, come on. Like there's much better The Cure albums out there.
Yeah, we need to come back to The Cure as well eventually at some point. I know we've kind of gone off on our own thing and we're doing different things now, but we should return to The Cure and kind of get that finished at some point. But I'm sure Three Imaginary Boys will find itself on the bottom.
It'll stay there. I'd say, and Pornography is not going to move either. It'll stay the worst album we've listened to this year so far.
For you.
For me.
Yeah, for you. But yeah, no, I felt like it just didn't, like, for me, it just didn't feel complete. Yeah. And there was a lot of things that was just lacking in that album.
I disagree with you. I thought it was a really, really, like, playful album compared to their depressing.
Yeah, but I like it when it's more serious, when it's actually, even though the lyrics weren't great, because I agree with you on that, I like the fact that there was some kind of like context and some kind of like idea behind it, whereas I felt like Three Imaginary Boys felt a little bit scattergun, and I wasn't really that bothered about it, to be honest. So I think that'll be at the bottom of the list. I'm pretty confident with that for me personally.
Yeah, so, I'm confident with mine as well, because I don't think I'll ever go back to it ever again. And even
not even when you're having a bad day.
No, especially not then.
Do you want to stick on a crow look to me when you're having a bad day?
I'd rather, honestly, listen, I'd rather do that. I'd rather cry for emotion than cry for just poor pain. It's like, ugh.
Right, do we want to move on to the next one?
We can do.
Right, I'm going to go with Oasis, definitely, maybe.
That's not even close for me. Mine was Swans, To Be Kind.
Oh.
I thought it was just rubbish. I just don't see the hype on it. I think it's for the community that it has.
At least it wasn't at the bottom.
No, but it's close. Wasn't far. I found it so hard to listen to.
Yeah.
I was close between the two of them for the bottom for me, and then the following album. I suppose the first 5 worst albums for me were all pretty close, so I just put them on the sheet.
Did you not even find that, to be fair, like at the top 5 of the To Be Kind, like just to be like it's, creative and like really artistic relevant?
No, it's just nonsense. I thought it was so stupid, and it's just pointless to me.
Swans to be Kind is so far away from yours
on
the list.
This is going to be a good view of how different
I've got Oasis like at the second to bottom. You've probably got it like fourth.
No, it's not that far up the list. No, it's a good bit down as well, but it's not, because we've listened to some fantastic albums.
To be fair, we have kind of outdone ourselves this year so far, because I'll be honest with you, the top maybe like 8 I was really struggling with.
Me too.
Yeah, like as soon as we got to that point, I was like, these albums are all top tier.
Top class.
But yeah, no, I just for Oasis, the production again, like it just annoyed me. It just irritated me.
Yeah.
Every single song to me sounded the same. I know some people were defending it and saying it don't sound the same. It was just a wall of distortion.
Some people is me.
Yeah, and some comments to be fair.
Well,
and some people in work kind of coming up to me and be like, "How could you say that?"
Yeah.
I loved the last song on that album. What's it called? The Mothers something. I don't know. Remember what it's called. Children with Divorce or something like that. That was a really good song, and it felt quite emotive. And it annoyed me even more listening to that song, because I felt like, why couldn't they have done this throughout the album? Why couldn't they have split it up so that like every 3 songs was like an acoustic ballad? It probably would have raised its temperature for me. But
this is it's so funny how we've picked Oasis, definitely maybe, and then Swans to Be Kind, because for the same reasons I hate the song. The exact same reasons. It was too long. It sounded the same the whole way through the songs. There was no...
That we can't pay attention.
No, that's the problem. It's not paying attention. It's the fact that it was just so aggressively in your face, distorted. Like, there's parts of To Be Kind that were actually grand. But as an album, would I listen to a full song of that album again? No.
Right.
Because I didn't think it was good.
I think To Be Kind is great, and it's annoying that you can't kind of like grasp the like full like emotional range of that album, because it's so like impactful for me. But yeah,
I think it comes with kind of like educating as well, because like I've never listened to something like that before.
Yeah,
it's the first time I've heard it.
I suppose so.
And again, I said I'm never listening to it again. I probably would try to do a respill on it maybe, but no, it's number 2 from the bottom.
Quite a long respill, to be fair. It's like a 2 hour and 30 minute long respill.
Double episode.
Double episode respill.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Oasis. I wasn't that bothered. I didn't like Liam's. His lyrics were shy as well.
Yeah,
lyrics were just abysmally bad, like so bad, like laughingly bad at times.
Like, to the common man, it's not.
Yeah.
But to someone that listens to Swans, which is complete opposite, then it makes sense why you'd think the lyrics are shit. Yeah, even though the lyrics in Swans are very samey as well. Like, there's ruff. Yeah,
I'm the dog man. But yeah, anyway, that's where I put second from the bottom. Oasis definitely maybe.
What's your third?
Swans to Be Kind.
Swans to Be Kind. What's your third?
This one's going to be a little bit of one that went under. Not many people watch this video, okay? But Mac Miller, Balloonerism.
I'm close with that. Mine's a little bit further up than that, because I've got Cure the Fate. The Cure Faith. The Cure Faith.
Yeah. For me, Mac Miller, it gave me this weird, and I remember listening to the review. I never went back to it. It gave me this weird sensation, and we spoke about it a lot during the review, where I just felt like it was kind of icky, the way that there was this guy who obviously, unfortunately, passed away underneath sad means, and we have this album which is painting this very visceral picture of this guy who's like on the edge essentially of losing his life. And for me, it just felt really uncomfortable to sit through. As well as that, I just didn't really connect with the album instrumentally that much. There was maybe 1 or 2 songs that I thought were quite good, but overall I felt like the album felt unfinished. And there was this weird sensation as well that I said to you during the review, where I kept on thinking to myself, this is a posthumous release, posthumous, that's it. Posthumous, yeah. Release. And I kept thinking to myself, would he have wanted it to be released this way? Did we know that for sure? You know what I mean? Like, are these things unfinished, and would he have ever wanted them to be released? And for that reason, it felt a bit uncomfortable to sit through for me personally. As someone who writes their own music, it felt weird for me. It just gave me an odd feeling. I'd like to come back to Mac Miller and listen to his other albums. It's been something that has been on our list, like Circles, for example. But
we'll get around to it.
We'll get around to it, and hopefully those ones will score a little bit high. But this one gave me a bit of a weird feeling.
I had the same feeling, and mine's not too far off where yours is, but mine is Faith.
Yeah.
And reasons for it is that it just like, I got frustrated listening to this album so much because it was so childish. Like, even with pornography and like 17 Seconds and Faith, like all of them just fucking angered me because I just thought like The Cure are made out to be this like
king of rock,
unbelievable like melodic, unbelievable lyricists and songwriters, and since when? Like what about them songs are powerfully like imaginative?
Okay.
Like the only thing that's imaginative is the images that they create, not the like they're using the worst type of vocals or lyrics to create something that is so magical or so sad or so like weird or whatever.
I quite like Faith. I disagree with you. It's not, to be fair, I've not put it too high on the list, but I do think Faith had a lot to it. I quite like the themes of like Christianity and religion and like kind of losing your faith and not knowing how to connect with God and stuff, which I thought was quite cool. And also there was that really cool song where I closed my eyes and I thought that I was in like a cave with all the water droplets coming around me, and I remember thinking that was really cool. I forgot what the song was called.
I thought you were a fucking twat for saying that.
I remember thinking that image in my head was like really, really like clear, and I thought the synthesizer sound was really cool as well, and the chord sequence was cool in that track. But Faith wasn't an amazing album, but it's pretty low down on this for me as well. But we'll get to there eventually.
Yeah.
So do you want to say anything else?
Yeah, sorry. I just think with Faith, it was just like, I mean, some people are commenting on the Cure's album saying, I can't believe you don't see the masterpiece in this, and like it's not it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't it, and I don't know, like some of the older or the newer stuff I find quite enjoyable, I think. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, you ready for another one that you're gonna spike up about? You ready?
Oh, if you Greta Van Fleet.
They're not far, but it's not this one. Fontaine's DC Dog Roll. I didn't like it. I thought it was underwhelming.
Yeah.
For similar reasons, a lot of these albums, like Oasis definitely maybe, and The Cure for Imaginary Boys, they fall on the same sword, which is that this is their first album.
Yeah.
And it feels a lot like you're listening to a band that's still trying to figure themselves out. I felt like as well, it was their most repetitive album. I didn't feel like it progressed enough for me to think it was interesting. And I felt like the lyrics as well at times were very good and very poetic, but again just very repetitive. Like he kind of repeated the same kind of verse, and that was just kind of it, and it didn't really give me much. I didn't hate it, but like I just didn't feel that bothered about it, and I never returned back to it, and I can't imagine me ever wanting to go back to it, to be honest.
I it's not too far off for me as well, to be honest. Well, it is a bit further up the list, but mine is 17 Seconds, The Cure.
Okay.
They're at the bottom of the list for me. The whole, all of The
Cure. Like, just get them out of the way.
I found it so hard to listen to, and I just really didn't enjoy it. And I don't think, because at the time we were listening to it, I remember it was lashing rain, and the weather was shit. Oh no, it wasn't. It was because it was really sunny, actually.
Yeah.
And we were sitting inside listening to depressing shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
Imagine Mount Erie on that day.
I wouldn't mind that, because Mount Erie sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, that's me.
I disagree with you on 17 Seconds. I think 17 Seconds is one of my favourite Cure albums that we've done so far, because I loved the story. And I know some people have commented saying, that's not a real story, blah, 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 you're making it up. But for me to kind of put those pieces together and for the album to flow like it almost was a theme, to me made it super interesting. So
I disagree.
Yeah, obviously. It's a bit higher up on the list for me, so I disagree with you on that one. But yeah, should we move on?
Yes.
Greta Van Fleet, Anthem of the Peaceful Army.
See, now, look, that's not a hot take, I don't think, for most people, but mine is terrible. Mine is Black Country New Road for the first time. It was so bad. I just didn't like it, to be fair. And you're not going to like the next one either.
Okay. Right. Okay. Anyway, Greta Van Fleet, his vocals pissed me off. Yeah. Like, I remember that first song.
It's so funny, because Black Country New Road is the same reason I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's the same reason.
Yeah. But his vocals... I fucking hate it. It's so annoying.
So good.
I remember there was one song on that album, I think it was the very first song, and I was like, oh my god, maybe they're going to like this space rock down like section, and I was like, this is really cool. And then there was that song, what is it called, like Outro or like The End or something? It's like the second to last song, and I remember thinking the backing track to this is beautiful, and I remember being really happy, and then he started singing and it pissed me off so much, because his voice was all over the place, and I was like, why are you singing it like that? Why are you yodeling over this really like pretty, like like really pretty instrumental. And I remember thinking, this is probably going to be like a 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah.
And then he started singing and it ruined the whole album for me. It pissed me off so much. And then there was another song after that. There was that Mountain song as well, which was really cringe on that album. There was just a lot of moments in that album where I was just like, eh. But in saying that, it's not the bottom of the list because I do think some of the guitar work was great.
Yeah.
I do think as well, there was some songs that I did quite like. Especially the first song, which to me kind of led me down like anticipation. I was like, this is going to be good, and they kind of fell on its face. But there was some moments where I got a bit hot-headed in the album. I think that was probably my biggest outrage to date on that album.
I think mine has been the bottom 4 as well. Was my biggest rages. So like Pornography, Faith, 17 Seconds, and then To Be Kind was like a rampage as well. But
what did you pick for that one again? Sorry.
Black Country New Road for the first time.
You explain yourself, you fucking asshole.
I just found it very hard to listen to again. I think it was, I listened to it so early on in this that
maybe if you'd listened to it now, maybe you'd have a bit of appreciation.
More, but this is for, I haven't went back to it, so I can't give it any other higher of a score than I've already given it.
Yeah.
And I just found like with Isaac's voice, it just absolutely drained me. I don't know what it was. I thought it was just so over the top and exaggerative, and I didn't feel like it was emotive. I felt like he was faking what was wrong. But then obviously with the emotions that he has and stuff to happen and him leaving the band, like
kind of makes sense now. Does it provide a different context?
No, because it didn't catch me at the time and I haven't really listened to it.
Right, okay.
So that's for that reason I just didn't like it. And I know, lads, I am so sorry. Everyone's going to hate me for this one.
It's going to have an apology video after this.
Yeah. Cancelled.
I disagree. I think Black Country New Road for the first time isn't unlike the rest of these albums that are debuts, like some of them here. That is an outstanding debut. I thought that when I heard that album for the first time, it genuinely made me feel so excited to see what they were going to do next. And sure enough, what they did do next was really great, and that'll be later on the list. Don't worry.
Not too far.
But yeah, I'm going to go next, which is something that you've already mentioned, The Cure, Faith.
Okay.
So Faith wasn't too far behind you. It's not my favourite Cure album. I felt like overall it was quite dreary. I liked the themes, which we've already discussed earlier, about religion and stuff, which I thought was really cool. But for me, it's not an album I've gone back too much. I think I listened to that one in the cave a couple of times just because I thought the atmosphere was really good. But yeah, it's not up there on the list for me for Cure. Yeah. What's next?
Mine's Black Country New Road. Answer my phone.
Fucking hell.
I just didn't like it. I just didn't like the album.
Wow. Jesus.
It was. You could see potential in it, and I thought that was better than For the First Time. But for me, like in regards to where I was with music then and what I felt the music was like, I thought it was just too much.
Right.
Too much, and there's too much happening.
Man, I know. That's the worst take you've had so far.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, man. Honestly, Ants From Up There is such an unbelievable album. It's one of my favorites. I love it. Like I love it so much.
So high up in.
Well, I mean,
do you think we're going to agree on any albums? We'd have them in the exact same place.
Oh well, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if we did. But we'll see. Maybe when we get to kind of like
the law of averages, you think we would have won? Maybe.
Maybe
not.
Yeah. But look, I disagree with that hard. I think it's a fantastic album. It's not at the top of the list for me, but I think it's fantastic. But the only reason it's not at the top is because we just did so many great albums. So if we did like some more mediocre albums, it'd probably be up there in the top 3. But yeah, no, I think that's a fantastic album. I think it's so emotive. I think the instrumentals are fantastic. Concord, the place where he inserted the blade, Howden, Space Marine, whatever that's called.
I never
Basketball Shoes.
I never went back to it,
man.
So I look at it again, lads. I'm sorry because I know everybody loves Black Country New Road in this community that we've created, but not for me.
You ready for one that you might argue about? Yeah. Thin Lizzy, Roisin Duff.
Oh fuck! Like, come on. That is what's that? It's not the 30. It's not the 31st worst.
I thought it was cheesy in areas.
Oh, you're a dickhead. I thought you were going to give that a little bit higher than that. Now, come on.
So I thought it was cheesy. It's definitely better than the anthem of the Peaceful Army. Definitely.
It's definitely better than Built to Spill. Like it's
not far away. To be fair,
it's better than Built to Spill. It's better than. I thought it was better than Doggerel. Well, you did as well, obviously, but it's look it.
It's a bit cheesy for me. I felt like the Grease moments were a bit kind of took me out of the experience. The like chanting in the background. The only real song that I thought was excellent on that song was My Sarah.
Well,
which I thought was a fantastic song.
It's a brilliant song.
I also like the title track Roisin Dove because I felt like his guitar work in that song was exceptional. But the rest of the tracks on that album they just feel so like stereotypical classic rock, cheesy.
That's
like it felt like I had a hard time connecting with it.
That's a hard disagree for me now.
Yeah, I know, of course it is. Yeah,
you fucking muppet.
But yeah, no, look, I thought the guitar work was great though, and My Sarah as well is definitely a standout. And if you haven't listened to that song, it's fantastic.
Yeah, go listen to My Sarah. It's a lovely song.
Definitely worth listening to.
This one's not much like it's Mac Miller Bloonerisms.
Yeah,
really.
Okay.
I just felt the exact same thing that you said. I feel like it was a very hard listen.
Yeah, it was a weird feel,
and it just didn't feel like it was finished.
Yeah,
but it also felt so scary, nearly in a sense. Like it was like some of the songs.
Bit daunting.
It was daunting, and the more it went on, the more I was like, I really actually don't want to listen to this. But not because it sounded bad.
Yeah.
But look at it. It's that feeling for me was just like, oh, look, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And it's just creepy, and it just felt like. Yeah, it was a strange one. I didn't really enjoy it when I was listening to it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I agree with you on that take. There we go. We can agree on something.
I have another fucking hot take coming now as well.
Okay, all right. Well, mine isn't a hot take. You'll be happy with this one. You might not be happy with the fact that I put it just above Thin Lizzy though. The Cure, Pornography.
That's not better than Thin Lizzy, man.
I thought so.
Oh Christ!
I felt like even though instrumentally it's not as fun as Thin Lizzy, I felt like the atmosphere it created was more effective than than Thin Lizzy. Sorry, Black Lizzy. Than Thin Lizzy. But yeah, no, I just felt like it really impacted me in a way that I felt was quite interesting. It's not an album that I've gone back to, but then again, neither of any of the other albums, to be fair. It's not an album I've gone back to, but as an album experience, it definitely did. I went away from that album feeling like what it did was effective, and for that reason, I felt like it deserved a little bit higher.
Yeah, a lot of the albums on this list I have my back to either. The ones at the very bottom, like but for me, this was Built to Spill. I popped this in here. I just said,
I don't think that's controversial. I'm not.
No. This one's not. The next one is.
Oh,
yeah. But Built to Spill for me, I thought it was creative and fun, but it wasn't executed very well.
Yeah,
there was parts of it where I felt like, if I wanted to listen to that kind of music, I'll just go to Car Seat Headrest.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in me going to just listen to a mediocre version of
you haven't heard Modest Mouse yet, but Modest Mouse as well.
That could be it too.
You definitely will like them. And I felt like at times listening to that they were kind of just like a beta version of Modest Mouse. Even though we found out later that they inspired Modest Mouse, it just feels like they're the next kind of like progression. They're like the iPhone 16. And they're like the iPhone 12.
That's exactly the same. Like I was like, they're the modernized version of what this was when it was brought out. And then I'd say, initially when this came out, it was probably amazing.
It's probably groundbreaking.
But we haven't. This is their first album we've listened to, so
and apparently the next two albums people have been saying like are actually fantastic. So obviously, whoever recommended the first album, maybe you missed out on giving us a better album.
I think they said that in the Discord.
I think they did. I forgot who it was, but I think they mentioned afterwards that we should have recommended the other one. But
listen, lads, if you're enjoying this content, just do like and subscribe. Hit the like button because it's going to help us massively. And we'll do a lot more of these in the future.
Yeah, you ready?
Are you ready to go with this one? Because you're going to kill me.
Greta Van Fleet, The Battle of the Golden Gates.
Okay.
Yeah, felt like it deserved to be above Pornography for me.
It is, and Built to Spill. Like you've Built to Spill way too high on this list already.
Do you reckon? Yeah.
It's probably next, is it?
Yes. I'll just tell you now. Look, Battle of the Garden Gates for me was much better than their second album, which was the Anthem of the Peaceful Army. To me, I felt like his vocals fit a lot more. It still annoyed me at times, don't get me wrong, and I don't think the lyrics were a shining example of brilliance. You know what I mean? They were just like, But I will say his guitar work in that album absolutely shredded. His guitar work went from like the second album, which was like maybe like a 7.5 out of 10 to like a 9. He killed it. He killed that album. And I felt like as well, especially on certain songs, I think it's Age of the Machine. I actually went back to that song a decent couple of times because I felt like the guitar work and it was fantastic. And I love his vocals in that part where like it's like almost like a chorus. We are the feelings. You know what I mean? That part's sick. It feels so like anthemic. It feels like really like, oh yeah, this is great. And I just felt like if that whole album was like that, then honestly I'd probably put it so high in the list. But because the rest of the album wasn't as good as that, it wasn't amazing for me. But I still like I definitely feel like that was one that impressed me, so I was happy with it. And Age of the Machine was an absolutely classic, like, sick song. And I remember editing the video, my face was literally like this throughout the whole guitar solo. Oh yeah, because it was just so good. But yeah, that's where I go with that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy.
Okay.
It's down there. And the next one's another doozy.
Okay. Why'd you put Flower Boy that
I just
down?
didn't vibe with it that much. And I mean, I enjoyed some of it and it was grand, but the fact that we've done so many good albums, it's hard to put it any higher.
Yeah.
Especially for the songs, it's like you're saying Greta Van Fleet, they're one of my favourite bands.
Yeah.
And I really like them, so I'm not going to put them across them, obviously. But like the top, I'd say 18 songs.
I will say,
album, sorry.
And I don't think it's a massive hot take. I mean, it would be for me because obviously I love Tyler. But like, what I would say is you're not a huge rap fan anyway.
No.
You know what I mean? So to have it in like maybe the first quarter is quite decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also like, for me, that album has so much nostalgia attached to it. Like, whenever I listen to that album, it brings me back to my uni days, in the summer when it came out, and I've just been obsessed with that album. So for me, I've just like a special place in my heart for it, you know what I mean? And also watching Tyler's career grow, you know what I mean? From Goblin to Wolf to Cherry Bomb and then to Flower Boy is like, if you were there watching his career grow and then hit that like moment, to you it would be like so much more impactful. You know what I mean? It would be like following Radiohead along from Pablo Honey to OK Computer and be like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And that to me was his moment of being like, yo, this is actually what I can do. And he really showed the world like I can actually do shit.
I just found it very underwhelming for something that I was expecting to be amazing because I listened to Chromacopia. And I really like Chromacopia. I thought it was a great album, but it just didn't hit the way I thought it was going to hit. And then there's feelings of like it could have been, because there's aspects of old school rap, and then with Chromacopia has the same kind of aspect. There's little veins of it in there, and when I hit that high, it was really high. But when the lows on the album for me were way too low. So just that kind of thing. Now this next one for me is going to be a doozy. This is
well, you already know mine. It's Built to Spill. So it wasn't too far away from yourself.
No, it wasn't.
I felt like I liked some of the ideas, and like I said, they kind of felt a lot like Modest Mouse and Cassie Head Rest in Me, which are two bands that I absolutely love. It just felt like they weren't as good as those bands, and for me, I kind of just had this feeling throughout the whole album, just feeling like, why am I listening to this when I could listen to The Moon in Antarctica? That's just what I kept thinking. I felt like some of the lyrics were really great. I felt like it's quite abstract at times. Some of the instrumentals were brilliant as well. But there was some songs that fell flat for me. The production wasn't all there at the time.
I agree.
And again, similarly to some of the other Lower Down albums, this might have been the debut, I believe, and they were still trying to figure things out and stuff. And I feel like you can kind of get the sense of that. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It didn't blow me away basically. But I thought it was quite good.
Mine is Jordy Griep, The New Sound. I'm so sorry, but like, can I point out something? Let me point out something here, lads. The rest of these albums, and I know you're going to disagree with me, but the rest of these albums for me, none of them are bad, in my opinion. These ones aren't, like Jordy Griep's The New Sound isn't a bad album in my opinion.
Okay.
It's just I didn't like it as much as the rest of them, and I think we've listened to some fantastic music.
Yeah, we have,
Like, I mean, you're going from a list now, from up anything under Jordy Griep wasn't good for me. Anything from Jordy Griep up has been great, but I rather the rest of it. But it's not that it's a bad album. It's just I had to put it somewhere, and it wasn't going to be over what the rest of the stuff.
That is an exceptionally hot take. I'll be honest with you.
I'd say it's like, and again, lads, sorry, but it's up there. No, it's not. It's down there. Fuck. I was nervous saying that one.
I mean, that is an amazing album. That's an amazing album.
I think going from Black Midi and not really enjoying Black Midi because of the craziness and the fucking mental shit that goes on, to him doing that album was a real branch off, and like he expressed himself a lot more in that than I thought he did in Black Midi, and obviously because it was his own creation and he created the whole lot of it.
He put it himself into it.
Yeah, it's very good, and I actually rather his voice, even though this might sound stupid to some people that listen to Black Midi, I rather his voice as Jordy Griep than I do in Black Midi, even though it sounds similar. But to me, there's like a difference of
charisma,
or attitude, nearly. And he doesn't sound like he's struggling behind the music.
Okay,
but which for me in Black Midi he did. Whereas he expressed himself a lot more in as Jordy.
Okay.
But like, and again, I want to emphasize this album was not bad and I enjoyed listening to it, but it's just the rest of them from now on are albums that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So none of the albums that are after this are shit.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Thank you.
The Cure, 17 Seconds, will be my follow-up, okay? Mainly for the reasons that I already discussed a few moments ago. The fact that, unlike the rest of the Cure albums where I was trying to pick out a theme and I didn't quite get a cohesive theme, 17 Seconds I felt like the whole thing I was following a story. And even though some people pointed out that the story isn't there, to me, I don't care. Like, the way I interpreted it was a story, and the story was, it was about a serial killer who was essentially killing and hunting for his next prey. And if you do listen to the album and follow along the lyrics with that in mind, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And I honestly,
said it to you.
Yeah, I genuinely really enjoyed it. I felt like the narrative was really fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a bit disturbing, but like, it was fun, and like, I just found it so fun to follow along. Like, I didn't really even necessarily care that the instrumentals were repetitive at times, and it wasn't, you know, the best instrumentals I've ever heard in my life, but the fact is, it kind of put me in that mindset and that idea, and I just found it really engaging to follow through. So for that reason, I give it at least a decent bit up on the list.
Yeah. These, as I said, these songs all get a little bit higher for me, and I don't see, because your ability to imagine and create a theme makes sense where you'd put something. But for me, the reasons you have these albums in the places that you do, or the creativity that you see behind them, I don't see. We have actually, to be fair, have had a lot of albums that are in the same vein, same nearly positions, but just one, two, or three behind.
Yeah.
But for me, the next song for me was Songs of a Lost World, The Cure.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was a great album. I really enjoyed it when we listened to it. But again, as I said, the albums up from here are albums that I like didn't hit it first listens, and then I'm listening to them back, and I thought they were all really amazing. So, Songs of a Lost World is my next one. I thought it was a great album. I thought it's a different.
I'm going to say, can I say, is it because all the songs have really long intros?
Why it's so low?
No, why it's is that why?
No. It's just because I didn't think it was good as the rest of the albums we've listened to this year.
Okay.
But because I really enjoyed it, compared to as more than Geordie Grape, I couldn't put it below it. But I remember listening to it. It was I think it was the second album we did in this on the.
Yeah, it was quite early on. Yeah, because they just released it, and we're like, oh, why don't we do it?
We'll just do it, yeah. And look, I mean, it didn't go great because we were only starting off, but the album itself was
strong.
And that's I know the Cure are good. And I know there's songs that I will really love from the rest of their discography, but this one in particular I really enjoyed.
Okay, I'll go next. Radiohead, Amnesiac.
You have it quite low.
Yeah,
mine's not too far off either, to be honest.
I think it's, as I've mentioned before on the review, I think it's their most inconsistent album.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some really high points, there's some pretty low points. Like Pork Pull isn't the best. What's it? UN Whose Army? It's a 10 out of 10 apparently.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, yeah.
It's not.
No.
And you know, there's some moments. As well as that, like Spinning Plates. Even though I really like the live version, it's not the best. Like it kind of just feels like. And I've mentioned this before, and I got a bit of hate for it. It does feel a lot like B-sides from Kid A. It feels like these were because they were recorded and created in the same sessions. And to me, it does feel like those two albums are sister albums in a lot of ways.
Do you think because you're a Radiohead fan? This is a question just came to the top of my head. Do you think because you know that they were recorded in the same sessions that subconsciously you just choose to feel like? In your mind, you're going, well, they're recorded in the same session and they're not as good as Kid A, so they have to be the B-side.
No, not necessarily. I feel like I've even seen them mention, like, I've seen articles mentioning how these were, like, the leftover parts from Kid A. Not all of the songs, but a lot of them were. And you can kind of feel it as well at times. Like, even, for example, fucking Morning Bell Amnesiac version is just a cover from Kid A, but it's just their Amnesiac version. And I actually prefer the Amnesiac version, to be fair. And I know that's a hot take, but I do think it's a bit more colourful. There are some absolutely amazing songs. I mean, Pyramid Song is unbelievable. It's one of my favourite Radiohead songs. It's unbelievable. But there are a couple of doozies. I might be wrong. It's all right.
It's so funny because I actually have this quite up the album higher than you, and when I listened to it, I wasn't that big of a fan.
Yeah.
But I went back to it and I did actually like it a lot more than I thought.
But yeah, anyway, Amnesiac, what do you put there?
Mine is The Cure, Three Imaginary Boys.
You've got that so high.
No, but it's my kind of music. Like, it's just like that to me is not post punk. It's just punk. And I know for you, because you're an obnoxious fuck that the production on it pissed you off. But I thought it was actually a really creative album. It was really fun and upbeat, compared to their other sludgy, depressing.
You put that below.
Dark.
You put that above Geordie Creep.
Yeah, because I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Geordie Creep. Listen,
And you put it above Black Country New Road.
Yeah. I didn't like them albums. Stop judging me.
And you put it above To Be Kind.
Yeah, well above To Be Kind. I'm surprised I actually could have put To Be Kind very bottom, and I didn't. I was nice. I was being kind.
Anyway,
I was being kind.
All right.
Yeah, but Three Imaginary Boys, you're not giving me very much time to speak. Every time I talk, you cut off, and then you're like, right, next one.
I'm just shocked.
Yeah, Mo, but the Three Imaginary Boys, even though it wasn't, production-wise wasn't great, the value wasn't great, I thought the lyricism and everything else, for it to be their first album, was way better than what they've given in Faith, Pornography, and what's the other one? 17 Seconds. So I just enjoyed it a lot more. I thought it was a more upbeat, fun, and interactive album, to be honest.
All right. I disagree. Car Seat Headrest, Teens of Denial.
What?
Yeah.
Is that low?
Yeah, I mean, it's above Radiohead.
Yeah, but Amnesiac.
Yeah. Look, for me, Car Seat Headrest, Teens of Denial.
Give him a go, don't give me a go.
Teens of Denial is the worst out of the albums of Car Seat Headrest that we have listened to, in my opinion. I just don't feel like, whenever I listen to that album, I'm so excited for the Ballad of Costa Concordia. Yeah. And that song's fucking fantastic. And so is, what?
So I was so much higher than you. Yeah, this is funny. I have it higher than.
Yeah. Anyway, so I, and also there's of course, what's that song called? I forgot. It's got the name of a guy. That song's fantastic. I forget the name of the songs. And also, if you really wanted to be kind, you could cut him. Cosmic Hero. It's got some great songs on it, but I do think there are some songs for me that fall a bit flat. Like, for example, the first track, I forgot what it's called. I don't know why I've just running a blank on the names of the songs.
It doesn't matter. Come on.
Skate Park. That was that. Yeah. There's some songs on there that fall.
No, it wasn't Skate Park. Remember we thought it was Skate Park.
Yeah, it was
but
something
it
else.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of songs for me on that album that fall flat, and I really am just kind of excited for the last song on the last two songs on the album. And now I'm like, this is great, but everything up until that point is a bit of a slew. And the lyrics obviously always stand out, but yeah, instrumentally, it's, in my opinion, their weakest album.
Mine is Greta Van Fleet. The Battle at the Garden Gates.
You put the Battle at the Garden Gates below Anthem.
Yeah. And I rather Anthem than Peaceful Army, but I just feel like when the position I'm putting it in now, there is much better albums. And do you know what? That's so funny because I put it behind nearly every Radiohead album. Man. But like, no,
it's changed, man.
I think I love Greta Van Fleet, but in terms of creativity and like whatever else, there's better albums out there. And it's not to say that it's a bad album, as I've already mentioned. I think these albums from Geordie Creep, I suppose, all of them I really enjoyed listening to, and I would go back to the majority of them, or if not all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like the lyricism, as you said, isn't fantastic in that song. There is parts of it that I could do without. My favourite album of theirs is their first album, which is not in this list because we listened to it last year.
That'd be right at the bottom for me.
No, it's one of my favourite album of theirs, but that's yeah. I think they've got better work and there's better albums on this list.
Age Machine, yeah.
Age Machine,
great song.
Yeah.
Anyway, Black Country New Road for the first time is my next one up from there.
So it's not too far away from mine.
Yeah, like I said, it's not too far away.
Yeah.
Like maybe 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said already, I just felt like as a debut, this was just such a fantastic debut. It's just such a fantastic start to a band. I was so excited to see what they're going to do next. And of course, Answer From Up There and Forever How Long are two fantastic albums, which I knew. I just had an instinct. I was like, this band is fantastic. And unlike what you feel about Isaac Wood, I love his voice and I love his lyrics, and I think they're so imaginative. I don't think there's many lyricists like him, and I love the way he performs. I feel like you genuinely do feel it. I feel like you can feel the weight of his
I just feel like if you want to go and listen to somebody with a deep English accent that sings mad lyrics, just listen to Geordie Creep. Like the difference between the two of them is Geordie Creep's less depressed. Like and that's just my opinion. I think if you're going to listen to that kind of music with the same vocal range and delivery and probably better lyrics.
But yeah, you put Anthem up there above Geordie Greep.
What? No,
Where's Anthem from there?
Geordie Greep's like 4 above that.
Okay, fair enough. Right. All right.
Bollocks.
Well, anyway, yeah, no, I just felt like it was a really exciting moment listening to that album, and I was just super excited to see what he did next.
Yeah, mine is Fontaine's DC Doggerel.
Yeah.
Again, as you said
We've got
already,
quite high.
yeah, no, because I just like Fontaine's DC. I think they're probably one of the better bands that are out there at the minute. And for me, just with the lyricism and again just the repetitiveness and even production wise in that album compared to the other 2 albums, you can tell that it's their first debut album. But it is still it's a good song. There's some fantastic songs on the album. Standout songs. But as a cohesive album, it's not the best. It's not the best work.
Definitely.
And again, with his vocals, he seems very stagnant on one octave the whole way through.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it doesn't change much. But then when he goes as far as romance, then his ability to... It completely shows that he's been getting singing lessons.
Apples to oranges, yeah. All right. Next is Arctic Monkeys, Whatever People Say I Am, That's Why I'm Not.
Oh, I didn't think it up down that low.
Yeah.
Well, it's up higher for me.
Yeah, it's a great album. It's a lot of fun, but like it doesn't capture me. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's a lot of nostalgia. I think that's kind of like brings it up to about the halfway point in the list, nearabouts, about 1/3. It's a really fun album, and it's a good laugh, and it's a bit banter. And I do like some of the lyrics as well, especially on Certain Romance, which I think is an absolutely fantastic song. And all of the themes around drinking culture and going out and kind of getting into trouble and all this stuff. I think it's a good bit of fun, but it doesn't inspire me. It doesn't like raise some fire in my belly. Like, oh my God, this is fantastic. You know what I mean? It just kind of makes me go, this is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's Whatever People Say, that's why I'm not.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think whatever you've said about the album is great, but I have a little bit higher than you have. But look, we'll talk about that in a second. My next one is, where are we now? Radiohead, Amnesiac. So it wasn't too far away from yours.
Yeah.
Again, just in the same vein, I think the songs that are on the album are mediocre compared to the rest of their discography. And there is like Spinning Plates, as you said as well. Oh, what a shit song.
Pull.
Pull Revolving Door is probably the worst song in history.
But then you've got Pyramid Song.
Yeah, but then you've got Pyramid Song, and then what's the other one that I really liked?
I might be wrong. Knives Out.
It's really good. It's a really good song. But other than that, like there is songs on it that it's just not their best work.
Yeah, most consistent anyway. Yeah, definitely.
Most inconsistent. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies.
Oh, that low. Jarvis.
I put it above Arctic Monkeys.
You put it below Built to Spill.
Hang on a second. No, I haven't.
Oh, you already said Built to Spill. Yeah.
I've put it above Black Country New Road. I've put it above Car Seat Headrest. I've put it above Radiohead Amnesiac. I've put it above.
Yeah, but that's. Yeah, go on. Do what you want.
Like we've already said, these albums are great.
This is the albums are great, but like this is like one of, if not one of the most standout grunge albums.
And it's great.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great. I'm not saying it's bad. Like you've said yourself, from this point onwards, things get a little bit difficult. You know.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's not many points in between.
Sorry, I overreacted.
But yeah, no. Look, it's his voice is brilliant. There's some fantastic songs on it. I love that instrumental as well. The Wailer. What was it? The Wailer and the something. But I remember listening to that instrumental and being like, this instrumental was like genuinely emotional.
Yeah, so good.
And yeah, there was some really good acoustic kind of raw performances that I really liked on that album, as well as a couple more rockier ones. There was a couple of moments where I remember there was one chorus in particular on one song where it was like quite soft and it was like in the chorus, and I felt like that was a bit off-putting. But other than that, like I just felt like it really shocked me, that album, because I was going into it kind of expecting to think it was okay, but I came out of it thinking it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's a really good album.
And it was a really solid album, and it was quite short and kind of to the point, but I really liked it. I thought it was a great album, and I'm actually excited to do more Alice in Chains in the future.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, we should definitely do that again. But yeah, and like you said, his voice is great. He's got a brilliant voice, and yeah, just thought the acoustic and guitar work was brilliant. And at times I remember thinking a lot of Gomez, but obviously they were before Gomez. And Gomez aren't a super well-known band, but I remember those times where I listened to that album, I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like something off like Liquid Skin or Bring It On, and I was like, this is really cool. It's kind of nostalgic feel to it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a great album. It's a good album.
Very, very good album. I really enjoyed it. But this one is Oasis, definitely, maybe.
Jeez.
I have it low on the album because I do quite like Oasis, but it's not the best album by a long stretch. But yeah, look, it is what it is. It's there. It's a good album. I thought I enjoyed. See, you had an awful issue with the distortion on throughout the album. I don't mind that. I didn't mind it that much.
You did start to pick up on it towards the end of the album.
Because it was like you said it that many times. Whereas like, right, okay, I get where you're coming from. But in terms of the songs themselves and
the lyrics,
the lyrics aren't great, but like it's one of those things where like a lot of people, like I think a lot of people listen to music the same way I do, is where it's just leave your head at the door kind of stuff, where you can enjoy it for what it is. Like the way you say, like, oh, you have to be drunk to listen to it. It's not that. It's just I think there's a certain type of person that will enjoy that as much as they do, and I'm one of them. I think it's just a good string of songs, and they're good, upbeat, very quite fun. Yeah, good album. I enjoyed it.
Culturally relevant, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, culturally relevant, yeah.
My next one is Tyler, Creator, Flower Boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not his best album. I already said to you already, it's got a lot of nostalgia for me. It brings me back to a moment that I loved in university, and I remember when it first came out, I was just super proud dad moment.
Yeah.
However, it is one of those Tyler Creator albums that I don't go back to very often. And so for that reason, I don't think it deserves to break into like the top 10 regions. It's still a great album, and there's some fantastic songs on that album, and I think it's a really fun album. But for me, I think the main thing that I love about it is the change in Tyler that happened, and following his career and that impact that it had on me, and also just being a proud dad when I first heard it. I just thought it was a great moment for him in his career, and I've loved everything that came out of him since, except what's the fucking album called? Why am I drawing a blank on everything this morning?
I don't know, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Foggy Brain.
The one where it's got meet me, call me if you get lost. That's it. Call me if you get lost. Yeah. Except that one, which is a bit
iffy. My next one, this might shock for people, is Mount Erie.
Yeah. It doesn't shock me.
A crow looked at me. Yeah. I don't think it was a bad album again, but just in terms of what we listened to, it was a good album. There wasn't very much to it. It's just a man and a guitar. Which, again, don't get me wrong, it's done beautifully.
Yeah.
But you can't really put it any higher for what it is.
Even the emotional impact.
It gets there.
Because that's really what the album is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's an emotional album.
And it gives you that a lot. Clearly, massively.
Do you think your rating is impacted by the fact that you'd never go back to it? Is that one of the...
Very possibly. I mean, that might be the reason I pick it. I never thought of it like that. It's just, well, the first couple of ones we said there was all because I wouldn't go back to them.
Yeah.
And I suppose, is that not a good way to judge it? Like, I suppose if you're not going to go back to the album, why would you put it any higher?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But like that to me, I go back to that album, but I appreciate, I wouldn't not necessarily go back to it, but I appreciate the art form that it is, and the way he's delivered the trauma through it, rather than listening to Be Kind and having to deal with his trauma in a scary, unwanted way, which is the major difference. But I didn't want to give it any lower because I really liked it, but I probably wouldn't go back to it because I don't want to cry that hard and I don't want to be that sad.
Don't want to take out the garbage at night. Yeah. My next on the list is Sufjan Stevens, Illinois. I like it a little bit more now than I did. I think after I first listened to it, I probably would have put it somewhere below maybe The Cure 17 Seconds, maybe, I reckon. But after listening to it a couple of times, I have enjoyed it a decent bit more. It's still something that we've got on the list for respills because I would like to go into a bit more depth on it. And it's definitely an album that I feel like as a listening experience together, I don't think it worked as well as doing it as like a solo listen.
Yeah.
And it's definitely got a really good energy with travel. I've said this already to the people in the Discord lot. For traveling, this album's fantastic. For when you're going backwards and forwards to work, having this song on your album really does put a pep. Having this album in your ears, really does put a pep in your step. And I think lyrically, it's really sound. Instrumentally, some brilliant moments. It's just for me, the middle part for me still falls a bit flat.
Yeah.
The first third is brilliant. Last third, is really strong as well. The midpoint to me, it slopes down a little bit, and for that reason, I can't put it any higher.
We've hit our first.
There we go.
Same, Sufjan Stevens, Illinois is mine as well.
Okay.
Midpoint.
Yeah.
So it's funny that it's landed there.
Pretty much bang on, yeah.
It's one for me as well. Like I actually like, because initially I wasn't a massive fan of it, but I found the beauty in his voice and then it got grainy, and then he brings it back again,
Yeah.
and it's probably one of the more confusing albums I've listened to, between it and Teens of Denial.
Yeah.
Where it kind of sat with me weird, and I was like, Jesus, do I like that or not? Or
Yeah.
do I love it or hate
Weren't
it?
sure about it, yeah.
Is it jam or marmalade? You know, like kind of that analogy. But yeah, for me, I think it's again. I think if I listen to it on my own again now soon, and do a respill on it, I think I like it a lot more.
Yeah, I reckon so
and I'm
as
going
well.
to do it soon. Sorry, Aliona.
Yeah, we've been saying to do it for ages, but
so
we're just
busy.
we're both very busy.
But yeah,
that's cool. We got the same.
We got the same. First one. Let's see what happens after this now.
Jeff Buckley Grace.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I disagree with that so much.
Okay. Still a very good album.
It's still a very good album. It's right. Okay. Well, then obviously.
For me, look, Jeff Buckley Grace, it's a fantastic album, but there's a couple of songs that I'm not really asked about. There's a couple of songs. There's some songs on there that are unbelievable. I mean, his cover of Hallelujah is literally like it sends shivers down my spine. Like I absolutely love it. And there's also I can't remember the names of any albums at the moment. Lilac Wine's great as well.
Great
Lilac
song.
Wine is brilliant. My girlfriend hates that song, and I'm
Really?
like, yeah, she hates it. And I'm like,
What's the one I
why?
liked as well? The more grungy one.
That's the one that I don't like.
don't
I'm
like
not
it,
a big fan of that. I'm actually going to bring up the albums from now on because I think it makes more sense. So I can actually read through the fucking. Here we go. Lover You Should Have Come Over is a fucking unbelievable song as well. That's one that came up at the top here. But there's some songs on here that I'm not bothered about. Mojo Pin is kind of alright.
Yeah, I agree.
So Real's a bit repetitive.
I like it.
Hey, I know you guys hated Corpus Christi Carol, but I thought his vocals in that were
I don't
beautiful.
think I didn't hate it. It's just not a better song than the rest of them.
I don't think I loved Dream
Eternal
that
Life,
much
that's
as
the
well.
one.
Eternal Life, yeah. But I really liked Forget Her. So it's kind of a mixed album. Like, Grace is brilliant. Last Goodbye is brilliant. Hallelujah is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Love You Should Have Come Over is brilliant. And then and then Forget Her is brilliant. But the other songs on that album, to me, they're either good or they're kind of meh. You know what I mean?
No, I disagree.
And obviously his vocal performance is brilliant.
His vocal performance is brilliant. The production for the album is is second to none.
It's very 90s though.
Yeah, but it's so good. It's so good. Fuck off. Mine is Radiohead, Hail to the Thief.
Yeah.
I have it down there. Again, it's not an album that I thought was spectacular.
It has similar problems with amnesia.
Yeah. I think it gave me the same vibe. I think there's, for me, just too much of a weirdness to it at times, and it just it didn't sit with me really as well as I wanted it to, given the fact that we'd listened to some of their better work at the time. But it's just one of those albums that I think there's definitely better, and Radiohead has much better albums than Hail to the Thief.
Definitely, I absolutely agree. Hail to the Thief is my next Radiohead album coming up. It's not next, but it will be the next one coming up. So I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. It has similar faults on music where it's not as consistent as some of the other albums, where like every single song is brilliant. It has some doozies, and in fact, like I said to you, on that album, it has my least favourite Radiohead album of all time, which is We Took the Young Blood. I hate that song so much. It annoys the shit out of me.
It's funny.
My next song is The Cure, Songs of the Lost World.
Quite high.
Yeah, I had it quite high. I just really love the theme in it. Yeah. It gave me really big Arcade Fire vibes, which I'm a big fan of, and obviously we haven't done Arcade Fire yet.
No, we will.
But we should do. We do have Funeral in the poll suggestion. If you want to join our Discord, by the way, and vote in polls, do it.
Get on it.
Yeah, get on it. At the moment, it's Blonde that's definitely going to win.
If you have agreed or disagreed with us, let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And see what the situation is, because it'd be so funny to see what
you'd be like,
think.
What? Darry put blah 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 in this position?
Yeah, it'll be me getting grilled.
To be kind?
Yeah. Oh.
38 in the list.
What's your man on the Discord's name that loves to be kind?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I can't remember.
Yeah, no. It's for me, Songs of the Lost World. It's similar things to 17 Seconds, except done better. This theme going throughout, this idea of a meteorite coming to destroy the world, and like everyone being worried about the world coming to an end and kind of like saying goodbye to their partners and all this stuff. I just felt like it had a really brilliant image in my mind when we were listening to it, and I just thought it was a really, really creative album. And again, instrumentally, I feel like this is The Cure's album that for me instrumentally stood out the most.
Yeah,
because the production was really tight,
really good.
The instrumentals were really, really solid throughout. The melodies were really beautiful. And I just felt like as an album, this is The Cure at their best so far that I've listened to.
I agree with you.
And yeah, I just felt like it was a really, really strong album, and I was really excited to get into Melchior, and then Free Imaginary Boys happened.
Yeah. Oh, but then, like, again, for me, I was like, okay, this is good. And then fucking.
It's so funny the way we've done
happened.
with Cure, because it's almost been like we are agreeing, and then it's like no.
No, definitely not gone.
But yeah, so yeah, I did a Cure songs a little spoiled there. So what have you got next?
Mine is Car Seat Headrest, Scholars.
Scholars.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have it. It's good. It's in the top 20.
Yeah.
It's just, again, I think the themes for me is the fun in the album was really good, but they have better albums, and I really enjoyed, and everyone knows this already, that I really enjoyed Twin Fantasy and Teens in Denial. Teens in Denial made me feel like I wanted to jump out of my own skin because I didn't know what was happening, but yeah, I have it there because I just think they have better albums, and the rest of these, honestly, the rest of these albums are my favourite albums I've ever listened to in my life.
Yeah.
So this top 20 here is some of the best albums I've ever listened to.
Yeah, that's
so.
fair enough.
This is
so from this point it gets pretty heated.
At this point on now, there's going to be no fighting. Like,
yeah,
I don't think anyway, because I think we still have similar albums to go through.
Well, we've got a couple that you've put pretty low that I've put pretty high.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Yeah, Scholars. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. To be fair, no. I don't think I was too far apart for Scholars. So my next album is Black Country New Road. Forever How Long. I love this album. I think it's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. The only thing for me that holds it back from being as good as Ants From Up There, so I don't think lyrically it grabs me as much.
Oh.
I think instrumentally, this album blows Ants From Up There out of the water. I think it's fucking unbelievable. The amount of textures they've got. I actually recently saw them live as well.
Just about to say, yeah.
And it was beautiful. It was so gorgeous. I love the girl's voice on the left who sings Two Horses. I think she's got the best voice out of the lot. And vocally, I mean, obviously, look, it's better.
Unbelievable.
Obviously, it's better.
Much better.
But for me, Ants From Up There just takes the cake for me. Because it just does something to me. Like, to me, it impacts me more than this album. For me, it's more fun to listen to, but it doesn't have that same effect on my soul that Ants From Up There
Isn't
does.
it so far how far apart we are with these? Because mine, Forever How Long is up the list further for me.
Yeah.
But Ants From Up There.
Yeah, so
it just shows you my range where my head goes. With Black Country New Road, Ants From Up There, and Isaac, and then Black Country New Road, Forever How Long, and then it was the female vocals that are on top of it.
Yeah.
It's two different worlds completely.
But what's your next one then?
Radiohead, Kid A.
Okay.
I wasn't. Look at this, as I said already. This is where we get into top tier music. This is some of the best stuff that I've listened to.
And Has to Spare Completely really took you away, didn't it?
Yeah, How to Despair was by far the best song on that album.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, I'm sure Radiohead fans won't disagree.
It's my favourite Radiohead song between it and Weird Fishes. Are my two favourite Radiohead songs that I've ever listened to. So, this one was hard for me because my next one I could put Kid A over it, and I think Snap Judgment maybe I probably should have. And I probably could have done that without saying anything, but I look, it is what it is. But between the two albums, they're both great.
All right, cool. But yeah, Kid A is pretty
good. Kid A, I mean, in terms of like when I first listened to that album, I was like,
well, I really went into expecting you to hate it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to like.
I had a feeling you were going to like How to Despair Completely and Optimistic.
Yeah,
but I had no idea you were going to like the rest of the songs.
Yeah, the rest of the songs. It was such an unexpected. Yeah, fantastic album. And then everything, because like everyone knows from my listening and watching us that I absolutely fucking love Tom York. I love his vocals.
Everything. You've been singing that for months.
Right yeah, it's a great song. But Radiohead, Kid A, there for me, it could be higher, but there's so much better, so much good music on this.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave it where it is.
There is a lot, to be fair.
Next song, to be fair, now thinking about it, next album I could have probably switched to them, but look, where we are.
Yeah, okay. Well, funny enough, you could say that with me as well, because these albums are two very close together. Because I picked Black Country New Road, Forever How Long. Next is Ants From Up There.
Oh, okay.
To me, they were both so close.
Okay.
Like, it was so close. Like I said, it just takes the cake, because for me, Ants From Up There just does something to me. It has more of an impact on me emotionally than Forever How Long does. Forever How Long just feels like a good time.
Yeah, I get you.
And Ants From Up There just feels like, oh, I feel for you. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel for you. And it's the same instruments. It's just not quite as colourful. It's a little bit more bleak. but I really, really just feel Isaac in every word he says. I just believe it. And for that reason, I just has to take it a little bit.
Yeah. Just that album just didn't click with me at all.
Yeah.
But my next album is Arctic Monkeys.
You put that quite high.
I did, because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good album.
Yeah.
It was one of those albums where, again, nearly in the same vein as Oasis for me, where it's just like you can listen to it, leave your ass at the door, leave your head at the door, just go in and listen to music, go in and do your bits if you're just sitting around the house cleaning, or, you know, and that's kind of what I love music for, is being able to listen to it and enjoy it around stuff. Especially if you're out, if you're in the pub, or if you're...
Yeah, it's a great pub album.
Yeah,
it's great,
fantastic.
like
pre-drinks.
Pre-drinks, yeah. Fantastic pre-drinks album.
But yeah, look, I think I could have probably switched Radiohead and Arctic Monkeys there.
Yeah,
and
I probably would have.
Yeah, I think I probably should have. But look, I knew that coming into this, and I just didn't, because I wanted to just leave it the way it was.
Yeah.
But they're two really, really good albums, and I think Arctic Monkeys, I think there was one, that last song on the Arctic Monkeys album was Certain Romance. It was fucking brilliant. Yeah. If I didn't love When the Sun Goes Down as much as I did, I would have picked that as my favourite song of the album.
That's fair.
Great closer.
Yeah, brilliant closer. Yeah.
But then throughout the whole album, like there was
a lot of songs that you've never heard before, which I think is so funny.
There was only 4 songs on the album that I knew, and I think, or 3 maybe.
I think it was 3, yeah.
When the Sun Goes Down, Marty Bum.
Bet You Look Under for Marty Bum and Sun Goes Down.
Yeah, there were only 3, and yeah, it was really good. Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Going rightly now.
Right, so my next one is a controversial one. And it's for the similar reasons that I've placed Anthem up there so high. Swans, To Be Kind.
I didn't think you'd have that low.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a great album.
It's in the top 20.
No. Yeah. Like, I mean, but to me now, the next, when we got to the top 10, I'm like, there could have been some in the top 20 that could have been in the top 10.
Yeah. To me, Swans, To Be Kind, the reason why I put it next to Anthem up there is for the same reasons. Like, Anthem up there has an emotional impact on me, and I think Swans does the same thing for me. Swans impacts me on an emotional level, which I love. The reason why it's so low is because it's so long.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Yeah.
You can't just stick this album on when you're doing something.
Enjoy it,
You have to really immerse yourself into it to really get something out of it. So for that reason, it kind of has a task associated with it.
That's a great way to put it.
Which to me, you can't, like I've just said, you can't just sit there and go, oh, I want to listen to Swans. It's like, you've got to go, okay, I'm going to give myself an hour today to listen to a bit of Swans. You know what I mean? And that's not how I want to listen to some albums. So that's the reason why I put in that album up there, because it's the similar experience. I get that emotional impact, and I really feel something.
Yeah.
But I need to take time out of my day to want to sit down and invest myself into it.
Literally. My next one is Anthems of the Peaceful Army.
That's so high.
It's not so high. Like, I mean, with the rest of the songs that we have left and albums that we have left, it's not that high. But yeah, Anthems of the Peaceful Army, I think it's a really good album. I really enjoy it. I love his lyricism, or his vocals in this album, and I love the instrumentals and everything that goes with it. Production is really tight in most of their albums, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But like, I went to see them live as well, and this is the majority of the album they played was this album.
Yeah.
And it was just,
obviously seeing it live is a different experience.
It's different kind of fish. That's why it's so high for me as well.
That's the same with me in Arcade Fire when I went to go see them live, and it just elevated Funeral for me so much more.
Yeah. But I thought it was a fantastic album, and I really enjoy listening to it. And anytime I put it on, I usually put it on when I'm doing something, or if I'm in the car, because it's just really good car journey music.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah, cool. Next for me is Radiohead, Hail to the Thief.
Oh, okay.
So similar reasons for you. Not too far away from you. I think it's like 5 albums away.
Yeah, it's only the 4 or 5.
Similar reasons. I think it's better than Amnesiac. I think there's more songs that I love on there. They're there, Go to Sleep, Scatterbrain, Wolf at the Door, 2 + 2 = 5.
Yeah, 2 + 2 is great song.
But, it's just that it feels like at times it feels unfinished, it's unpolished. It's probably their most unpolished album. It feels quite sketchy in areas. And that also is probably down to the fact that it was their longest album and also their least amount of time producing it. So I think it shows at times, listen to that album. I also think some of the more experimental and weird songs don't mix very well into the album. Especially like, when you listen to the King Limbs, which we've already listened to, it's not up there yet on the channel.
It's not up yet. It'll be up when is it?
Maybe in like a week or so from today. I've not really thought about it, to be honest, because we've changed the schedule. But But yeah, it's there's some experimental songs on the album which to me just feel like they would have fit better in the King of Limbs.
Yeah.
And so it's weird. It's got this weird mix of like really cool rock songs, like they're trying to recapture the bends in OK Computer Days.
Yeah.
And then they've got some strange experimental songs which don't fit in the mix as well as I'd like them to. So that's the reason.
My next song or album, is Car Seat Headrest, How to Leave Town.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's up. Like again, I thought it was a really good album compared to their other work that I liked more. It's not up there with them, and we have listened to some of my favourite albums of all time that I've ever listened to in the next list. I don't know what it was with it that kind of it was still really good. It was a fantastic album, but yeah, it was never going to hit the highs of Twin Fantasy for me.
Yeah, of course.
And then the lows are really low on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, there are some moments. Yeah,
so that are definitely not up there. And again, I think in terms of his vocals and his delivery on this, again, you can't compare them to some of the albums.
I agree. It's a great album, but it's definitely not their best.
Really good.
Next for me, Car Seat Headrest, The Scholars.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as good for me as How to Leave Town.
Yeah.
Or Twin Fantasy for similar reasons. There is a few doozies on this song. CCF.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite.
Still don't care about it. Like for me, I almost think it's a skip. But that 3-song run of Get Shamani, Reality, and Planet Desperation is one of the best 3-song runs I've ever heard in my life. It's so bloody good.
Yeah.
Like that 3-song section is like a 20 out of 10. I love it. And Reality is unbelievable. And so are the other 2 tracks as well. But Reality in particular, fucking unbelievable song. But there's also some other great tracks on that album as well. I love the acoustic one, whatever it's called. Just forgetting all the names of songs.
We've a lot, there's a
lot of songs in our head right now, but that song is brilliant. I like Equals as well. Devereaux grew on me as well a little bit. It's not their best, but Get Shamane, Reality, and
Reality's the best
Planet
song
Desperation
on the album, I think. Well, Planet Desperation
is just such an
Reality's a great song too, though.
Such an unbelievable run, and also lyrically, that album is so cool. I love following the story. And the themes behind parental love and parental care, and also spiritual guidance and trying to find where you align spiritually. I just think there's so many cool themes to discover in that album, much like a lot of Car Seat Headrest albums, and I just think it's great. I just don't think it stands on the same toes as How to Leave Town and Twin Fantasy.
I agree there. Look, we're both in the same aspect as that. My next album is Black Country New Road, Forever How Long.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was an absolutely fantastic album.
Yeah.
Now, it's so hard. This is where I started to struggle, because I could have put that up higher, and for good reason. Because it was just an absolute masterclass. I thought the instrumentals and the vocal delivery, specifically the vocal delivery of 3 different women, giving it their all and showcasing just unbelievable talent, as well as being able to play instruments as.
It was it's so good seeing them live, because it's so wild how talented they are.
Oh, but crazy.
Because I watched them live, right, and the drummer was playing drums for most of it. At one point he was on banjo, at one point he was playing bass, right? Then there was another guy who was playing saxophone for most of it, but at one point he was playing a flute. And then there's the girl on the left who sings 2 horses. She was playing guitar, then violin. Then she played a bassoon at one point.
Oh, fuck me.
They're all just so talented.
So
the pianist was playing piano for most of it, but at one point she whipped out an accordion.
No way.
And I was like, what the fuck? And something that's so cool as well is that me, Shannon, my girlfriend, and Dylan, her nephew, all of us disagreed on who our favourite singer was.
Oh, right, okay.
I loved the singer on the left, my girlfriend loved the singer on the right, and Dylan's favourite was the middle.
Yeah, okay.
So we were all just like, it's so good.
The thing with that is, as well, as I think there's such a similarity in all their tones and all their vocals, but there's a difference in them as well.
I just feel like the person on the left, the one who sings 2 horses, her timbre is so delicate.
Yeah.
And I just really love her voice. I think her voice is beautiful.
Yeah, but that's for me now. Forever How Long is up there. It could be. It's so hard to put them into. For me, I was annoyed with myself putting them down this low, but at the same time, I had to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, their talent is.
I'm so excited for what they're going to do next.
I can't wait, and I'm so raging I didn't go because I knew you were going, and I should have just went. But that's my own fault, really. But yeah, look at the fantastic album, fantastic production, fantastic vocals, fantastic
So
lyricism.
fun as well.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that edit. When we were doing
the
that
horses.
one. Yeah. It was so
I
good.
put 2 horses on when I was in Spain a few weeks ago. We were driving across the coast.
Yeah.
And it was so sunny, and I had the phone. I was doing the radio.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got the best choice of music. So I put 2 horses on, and it was such an experience driving around all these mountains with the sun blazing on us, with the sea on the side. It was gorgeous.
Hungover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. My next pick is Fontaine's DC Romance.
Oh, right.
I mean, that's not low.
No, it's not low at all. But I've just, for me, hearing that album, I think I just didn't expect you to have it that low because of the reaction. But I keep forgetting how good all these albums are.
Yeah, there's a lot of great albums here. Like, it was hard to pick. I just felt like, for me, I mean, it's a great album.
Yeah, it's so good.
Fucking brilliant. I just felt like the rest of the songs on this, the rest of the albums were just a little bit better. Like, to me, honestly, between the next couple of songs, the next couple of albums, there's literally like 0.1 in it for me. Like, I felt like it was a brilliant album. It was so much fun. I love the improvement from Skin to Fear. I know we didn't do it in this season. I know we keep calling it a season, but it's not really a season now. It's just a thing, right? But I think it was massive improvement from Skin to Fear, and especially Doggerel. They sound like a completely different band. And there's lyrically, it's great. Instrumentally, it's so good.
So tight.
And yeah, it's just such an impressive album. Honestly, it's up there. It's one of the albums that I've come back to probably the most.
I'd say, because I bought the record,
I've got the vinyl as well now, as well. Yeah, my girlfriend bought it. Maybe it's a great album. It's a great album, and I just had to put it somewhere. Yeah, just like you said there with the other album. Yeah,
it slowly becomes an extremely hard position.
Yeah, at this point it was fucking hard.
Yeah, but because we've done them all in such quick succession, and a lot of them for me as well are first time reactions. So I'm sitting here going, I have no idea where to put any of these.
Yeah,
but my next one's Thin Lizzy, Roisin Dove.
Yeah, that's so high.
It's not. It's not.
It's so high.
It's not high at all. But Thin Lizzy for me are probably one of, if not one of my favourite bands of all time. But they're Irish. There's a sense of patriotism behind them. Probably one of the best Irish frontmen ever.
He is very charismatic.
He's so charismatic, but you haven't listened to any of their live stuff or anything got to do with them really. Like, to me, Thin Lizzy will always be up on that list for me anyway, regardless to what album it is, because they're so like influential in Irish music.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, look, I mean, as Jarvis said already, My Sarah is my favourite song.
My Sarah is beautiful,
and maybe close to of all time. I know, definitely.
It wasn't hard for me to pick a favourite song on that album.
Yeah, no, it wasn't for me either. But I've known the album for so long, so I don't care. But between that and Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, two of my favourite albums or songs of all time. But yeah, Thin Lizzy's brilliant.
Portishead, Dummy.
That's low for me as well. I have that up higher. Great album.
It's so good.
So good.
The production is unbelievable in that album. It's so well put together and it's so well thought out. I love her voice. It's so dreamy and ethereal and sexy. Sexy as fuck. But yeah, and Roads, man, is such an unbelievable track, as well as some of the other tracks. Like, there's some songs that really grown on me. Pedestal has really grown on me. Great. And I really like I need to bring up the list of these albums, you know, because otherwise, Wandering Star. Wandering Star is great, you know. There is a couple of songs on there that I wasn't bothered about, like It's a Fire. I'm not really that bothered about, but like
Fire.
It's a Fire.
Yeah.
I wasn't huge about that, but some of the other songs on the album, man, they just stand on their own. Like they're so good, and the whole album, you can just sit down and listen to it. I listened to it on the plane back, and it was just such a good experience just to sit there and just kind of. It's almost meditative. Like, you can just get in a rhythm and just kind of. It's one of those albums where you listen to it and all the way through it, you're just doing this. You just can't stop doing that. All the way through it.
It's fantastic for a car journey as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'll get onto that in my next when I have it up. So my next one is Teens of Denial.
Yeah.
Car seat headrest.
Okay. You put it much higher than me.
I'd put it much higher than you. I think for the confusion factor that it gave me, and then for the love that I have for it now, it had to be up there higher.
Kind of give you a challenge, yeah.
It gave me a challenge. It was more. I was trying to be. I think critical towards something. I don't know why. I tried to use criticism as a way of kind of exploring the new themes that I was receiving from it, because I hadn't listened to anything like it before.
Yeah.
And
well, the way you described it in the review was like, it was like you were putting together two ideas one thing that you didn't like from Black Country New Road, I think you mentioned, comparing it to the kind of music that you like and mashing them together, and it kind of became this like bastardized version in your head at the time.
It was confusing. I think week and a half maybe for me, because I re-listened to it and I wanted to do a respill on it. Did I do a respill on it?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But anyway, I remember. Oh no! Do you know what I did? I said it during the episode. Remember we clipped it?
Yeah, I clipped it at the end. Yeah. When you've changed your mind.
But no, it was something for me that was just such a. It was such a an anxious rush, because it confused me as to much how much I liked it. But yeah, Teens and Idols up there is a very, very good album. Really enjoyable. It's, again, as you said, it's a mixture of a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
And I just fell into the trap of it all, I think.
All right. This next song you had very low. Next album, Geordie Greep, The New Sound.
Oh, okay.
I think this album's amazing.
Yeah.
When I first listened to it, it was like my favourite album of all time for like 3 months. I just loved it. I couldn't stop listening to it. Since then, the novelty's died down a little bit on it, so I wouldn't put it up there with the top 10. I don't know if it is. We've got to the 10 yet.
Just on it.
Just on it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. Yeah. So it's not just broken to the top 10. But for me, there's so much on display here in this album. So much variety, ideas. The only song on that album I'm not really bothered about is maybe Bongo Season. But everything else on that album is just so in your face and fun and like, I just love it. And I mean, obviously, look, I'm a huge Black Midi fan as well. And listening to this album is kind of just like, what would you say, like I was going to say niggling away at my wants to have more Black Midi. You know what I mean? Where it's not gone, because I've still got Geordie Greep. And I'm so excited to see what he does next. So excited.
My next one is Magdalena Bay.
Okay.
Imaginal Disc. Sorry. Such a good album.
Brilliant.
Such a good album. And again, this one was hard for me to keep out of the top 10. There's loads.
Well, you got it in the 10, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh no,
it's 11. This is 11. But like for me, it was like. I could have put it in the top 3. I could have put it in but just comparing all the songs that I've listened to and the new music that I've listened to in the last 7 months, it had to go somewhere again. I think for me, the pop element to it kind of fades it a little bit for me in terms of the rest of the albums, because the rest of the albums now are all rock or grunge. And then Geese, which is fucking
just
a bit of everything. Yeah. But I think there's elements of fucking everything in that album as well, to be fair, Magdalena Bay, but it's more of a poppy, what would we call it? Experimental pop?
Art pop, I called it, yeah.
But yeah, no, her
it's
vocals...
kind of like synth pop, though.
Synth pop would be the best way, I'd say, to be honest. But Magdalena Bay, she was fantastic, and I don't know why she's not bigger than she is, to be honest. Even underground, I don't think people are talking about her enough.
Yeah.
But she's very, very good album. It was really good.
Absolutely. But now we're going to break into the top 10, so... Mount Erie, A Crow Looked to Me is my top 10. Look, this album's it's kind of unrateable in a weird way, and that's how we felt when we listened to it. Like, I've listened to this album a few times, and it's so hard to get through.
By choice, I wouldn't mind.
So hard to get through, but like it's so raw and passionate and beautiful and broken and heartfelt and sad, and it's one of those albums that I don't feel like cuts. It just cuts so deep.
Yeah.
And like for that reason, for me, it's almost like it's not even an album.
Yeah, I think
it's so weird.
I put it where I put it, and for me, it was just a case that I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah.
So I put it somewhere in the list.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like it needed necessarily, because it was never going to be number 1, and it was never going to be number 10 for me personally, because it's hard to just decipher what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like an art piece. It's like it's 100%. Not even art. Like it's so weird.
You could just post pictures of that.
Yeah.
And it's
beautiful and it's amazing. And I don't feel like I'll ever listen to an album quite like that ever again. No. So for me, it needs to be quite high up there.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah,
I don't disagree with that. My number 10 is Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies.
Okay.
And understandably, if anybody knows me, my top genre of all time is probably grunge, or up there at least, definitely. But for me, Lane Staley's voice is probably one of the most emotive voices I've ever listened to. I think he has the ability to make me shiver, and knowing his backstory and his drug addictions and
Of course, yeah.
listening to his MTV Unplugged and kind of falling into that
Hole.
grunge trap down in a hole. But anyway, yeah, no, it's absolutely unbelievable. I love that album so much, and I love Len Staley's voice. And,
Yeah, it's a great album.
But Jerry Cantrell, his lead guitarist, plays vocal in it. He actually sings for them now. He's got a great set of vocals on him as well. But I think for me, Alice in Chains will always be Len Staley.
Kind of similar thing with the whole Linkin Park as well, isn't it? With Chester Bennington.
Yeah,
Kind of hard to replace him.
Well, to be fair now, I'll give Linkin Park's new vocalist, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, but she's good though.
She's brilliant.
Yeah, she's great.
She's a great
I think people
vocalist.
are a bit too hateful on her, to be honest. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
people came on her a bit strong. But what I will say is that...
Stop you there. If that was Radiohead and Tom York was gone, would you let anyone else take over Tom York's position?
No.
If you're a massive fan of their work. I agree with people. I agree with people that don't like the fact.
But
that
I wouldn't hate on the lead singer.
I wouldn't. And if that's,
but I would just probably say I'm not going to.
I think Chester was gone long enough. And to be fair, Linkin Park weren't huge. They were big. They were a big band.
Hybrid Theory was a massive album, to be fair.
Yeah, no, they were big. Don't get me wrong, and I do, but I don't think they were big enough where they couldn't move on past.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They gave it long enough.
Yeah, I think my main concern was that people just weren't respectful.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that.
She took it well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's just like move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't like it, just don't say anything about it. Like just move on. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My number 9 is Radiohead, OK Computer.
Fuck off.
Yeah?
Same one. No way. I didn't think that would happen again.
Yeah?
But I think some of these are going to match now.
Okay.
I think because we have some similar ones. So well, maybe not actually. Oh no, we have. Yeah. Go ahead anyway. Sorry.
So look, it's not my favourite Radiohead album, and to be honest, I need to be in a mood for it. Like, and when I am in the mood, this album is fucking unbelievable,
Yeah,
and it ticks all the boxes. But for me, if I'm not in that mood, it's like a strong 8. You know what I mean? Like I love it, and there's some songs on the album that I'd always love coming back to: Paranoid Android, Exit Music for a Film, Climbing Up the Walls, The Tourist. You know, like all these albums, like I can listen to by themselves and just have a great time. But as a full album, I really need to be in a specific mindset for it to really connect with me. And for that reason, I just want to put it at number 9. It doesn't feel right putting it in the top 5.
I think putting it at number 9 for me is because I had such a weird experience with it the first time I listened to it, and we had.
But you didn't listen to it.
No, I didn't. But going back onto it and listening to some of the songs that are on the album, even trying to put them in my head now. Paranoid Android, up.
The Tourist is
the Tourist. Sorry, it's the Tourist. But yeah, look at the album itself is actually it's incredible.
Yeah,
such a good album.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. Number 8.
Number 8.
Neutral Milk Hotel. In the Aeroplane Over the Sea.
Mine's a little bit higher.
A little bit higher, yeah. I think this album's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it deserves its cult classic status as being one of the best indie albums ever made. I think similarly to Mount Eerie, emotionally, lyrically, this album it vibes so hard and it cuts so deep. Not quite as deep, mind you. But I just think as a collective album from start to finish, this album just runs so smoothly. It feels so great, and it feels like a real what would you say, passion piece. Like it feels like this guy really wanted to make this and it came from the heart, and it feels so genuine, and I think it's an amazing album. I think it stands out. I
agree with you. Like, I mean, obviously because I have it higher than you, then I have the same thoughts on it. My number 8, is Jeff Buckley, Grace.
Okay.
I thought the album itself, like I remember just sitting there and I was listening to it, and his vocals are incredible. He's just such like, it's such a pity he died when he did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to see what he would have went on to do.
Oh yeah.
But in terms of his vocals, like, I mean, people. The instrumentals and everything behind it and the production I thought was fantastic in the album as well. You said it sounds very 90s. Reason I love grunge is because it's 90s, so there's your reason.
There's your bias. There's
your reasoning for it. Like, I obviously like it for that reason. But for someone to be so talented and really just show people how it's really done is an incredible fucking feat. And a lot of the songs on it are fantastic, and my fiance's name is Grace.
Yeah, so there we go.
There we go.
Of course.
But yeah, unbelievable.
My number 7 is Car Seat Headrest, How to Leave Town.
I don't disagree with that. I could have put it up higher myself, to be honest.
Yeah, I just think there's some songs on this album which to me just make me they just connect with me on a high level. Ending of Drama Mean is like my go-to song when I'm feeling existential or when I'm feeling depressed. I just lie there and I stick it on and I just feel like it comforts me.
Yeah.
And it's literally my go-to song. And as well as that, I Hope That You're Awake / I Hope You're Sleeping is the first song that I ever heard by them, and still to this day it's one of my favourite songs by them. I think it's just unbelievable. It's like a 15 out of 10. It's so strong. And that outro is just I don't know how they did it. It seems so simple, and it probably is. It's probably simple chords, but the way they made it work, it just feels so it just feels so impactful. And there's also some brilliant belters on that album as well, but those two in particular they really scream out to me. And I'm connected to those songs. Like something about them is just really connects with me, and I can't ignore it, so it has to be high.
I don't disagree with you, to be honest. I mean, I have it down a little bit lower, obviously, because I had to put it somewhere, and the rest of these albums are easily my best albums I've ever listened to. And on saying that, my number 7 is Fontaine's DC.
Romance. Great song.
Absolutely fucking great. I think to see the growth in them again, being a biased person, and they are Irish, I think it's just a standout album from their discography. Obviously, they've just grown into what they are now at the moment. And we only live like 10 minutes from where they're actually from, down the road. So it's funny too. But look at there's songs in the album. I bought the record recently after I got a record player, and I put it on nearly every day. I think there's some songs on it that are just absolutely class. Favorite is still my favorite song on the album. I think it's just there's something about it. There's an upbeat.
I don't like Favorite that much.
Yeah, I don't. You don't. But there's an adrenaline piece to it for me, or something like that. It just fills me with oh yeah, so good.
Weird Hope, yeah.
Yeah, but there's loads of songs on it that are fantastic. Like the whole album, I don't think there's a skip on it. It's one of those non-skip albums for me where I listen to it and I put it on. I don't have to skip anything that's on it. Love it.
Yeah,
great album.
This is where things get really hard. From this point onwards, and I have a feeling you've probably got this quite high. A bit higher. My next one, number 6, didn't quite break the top 5, is Geese 3D Country. There we go. I knew that was going to happen.
I did not expect that.
I love this album.
Love it.
I love it. And it was just so hard. As soon as you got maybe the 15, everything was so difficult. I just felt like it felt right in its place there when I was looking at it, and it just felt right to me. I think the instrumentals in that album are unbelievable. Yeah, they're so good. I was showing my mates in Spain actually this band because I was so excited to show them. I'm so excited to see what they do next. Their album's coming out very soon actually, and we're definitely doing it. And in fact, we're actually doing his solo album today. I'm really excited to do that.
If you're liking this kind of content, this is a long video.
Yeah,
subscribe and share.
The next quarterly one won't be this long. But it's just he's got an amazing set of vocals, and the guitar work's brilliant. The drummer is unbelievable. The drummer is class. And it's just such a colourful album. In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a post-punk in rainbows in a lot of ways. It's so cool.
It was so upbeat and just fun and energetic, but anyway, it's not my time.
It's a brilliant album, and I loved it, and it just didn't feel right putting it any higher than this, unfortunately, even though it was so close. But
that's just missed out in the top 5.
Just missed out.
So this is number 6 for me is Portishead Dummy.
Okay, you got it a lot higher than me.
I did, and I think for me, for some reason, I'm not into that hip hop kind of genre. Well, I am a little bit, but not massively. But to get trip hop and hear it for the first time, and the way it developed us the first time we listened to it, two of us were like, "What the fuck?"
Absolutely.
But I've come back to this album so much since I put it on in the car nearly every morning to work.
Absolutely.
So it's absolutely great. It's a fantastic album. Her vocals, as we said already, are just so luscious and sexy, and there's noises in albums. There's noises in this album that I didn't think could ever work in music, and you're just like that. And then I just loved it.
The little wheel, the vinyl spin.
So good.
It's great.
But I just really loved the album. I thought, again for me, I don't think maybe the first two songs you could possibly talk about skipping, but anything after that you're keeping on.
It's just gold.
There's nothing else. Absolutely. You're not turning off anything else in the album.
So the top 5 now.
Top 5. Dun dun dun.
Just breaking in the top 5 for me would be Wilco, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. Are we the same?
No.
Okay.
No.
Wilco Yankee Hotel Foxtrot is an unbelievable album. It's so good. It is. I remember I said it to you in the episode. It was pitched to me as a mixture of Elliott Smith and OK Computer, and I feel like they were absolutely on the money, Harvey. And it's one of those albums that I always come back to, like maybe once or twice a year, maybe even 3 times a year. I just can't escape it. It's so good. And similar to what you said about Dummy, there's just some sounds in this album that just
works
just
so perfectly.
touch. And it's so weird how they've managed to mix this like perfect blend of like weird atmospheric sounds with like also a raw acoustic track.
And the production though.
The production is unbelievable. And the lyrics are constantly great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a solid album from start to finish, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing album. So yeah, top 5.
My top 5, starting with the 5th one, obviously, is Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane Over the Sea.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's just such a good album, and again, you stated that it deserves its status as
cult classic.
The cult classic, one of the best top cult classics of all time, because it's just so fucking good. It's a visionary, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a person that went into a place of like complete and utter madness, wrote lyrics and songs about a woman that he'd never met but read about, obviously, found out about, and created such a masterpiece that kind of tells a story from such a weird angle.
Yeah. It's never an album like it.
No, there'll never be another album like it either, unless we write one. But no, Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane Over the Sea, even that song itself in the Airplane Over the Sea is just fucking such a good track. I don't think there's very many skips on that album either, if there is any at all. And for that reason, again, I've went back to the album specifically. Probably one of the most out of all the albums we've listened to.
Fair enough.
Between that and the rest of the albums that are coming, that's probably why I picked them.
All right. What breaks the top 4? Number 4 now for me is Radiohead's Kid A. Man, I love this album. I think this album is so good. I think it's so much better than OK Computer, in my opinion. I think it's so solid, so strong, some unbelievable songs. Has This Been Completely been one of my favourite songs of all time.
Yeah, understandably.
And just as a theme, as a flow, it's just like the production is unbelievable. It's unbeatable. Nigel Godrich is an absolute genius on that album, and I think he shows everything he can possibly do in that album, and he really just makes it work. And the band is on fire, and I love the risks they took that album, and it all landed. And I just think it's a brilliant album. Yeah,
and I said already there for Kid A, I could have put it up a little bit higher, but the album itself is fantastic.
4.
My 4 is Car Seat Headrest Twin Fantasy.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in the top 4, but it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely unbelievable album. For me, my first taste of long music, nearly, bar obviously their album initially, Teens of Denial.
Yeah.
But to get into this album and really live in it and feel it and understand that kind of music for the first time, drew me into it. I have went back to the album, but not as much as you think I would have.
Okay. Because
I loved it so much. But I actually did. I've went back to it a few times, and it just does something to me. Yeah. I think I like the experience of not listening to it and then just getting the full listen again.
Yeah.
Because there's something about it that makes me just feel so, I don't know, happy.
Yeah.
It's a strange feeling. But it's a really, really strong album. And then what's the long song in this one again was?
That's Lost Prophets.
Lost Prophets, yeah. Unbelievable song.
A religious experience.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Top 3 for me, Magdalena Bay, Imagine
This. It's in the top 3?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, obviously, I haven't said yet.
Love this album.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love this album. I only, funny enough, started re-listening to it again because we did that Little Yachty album, and there was that song on that Little Yachty album which sounded like that song. I was like, I should listen to that album. I've been listening to it non-stop this past week. I think it's so underrated.
Yeah, it is.
It's so good. There's so many amazing songs on that album. The production is out of this world. It almost feels alien.
The problem that I have with
so good.
Sorry, apologies, but the problem I have with creators like her is that it's so underrated because all the people that don't deserve it get shown on radio stations and yada yada. Like, I mean, for her to be as underground as she is at the minute, but everybody knows about her, is mental.
Yeah.
Like, she should be on front pages and she should be on streaming sites being promoted and social medias and all this, but she's not.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
I agree. But yeah, unbelievable album. If you haven't listened to it, you'd love it. Just listen to it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so universally loved, I reckon. I reckon anyone would love it. So just stick it on and you'll love it. What's third?
My next one is Yankee Hotel Foxtrot by Wilco.
There we go, top 3.
Top 3. Absolutely fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I loved that album. And I've went back to that as well so many times. It is Pot Kettle Black is probably my favourite song I've listened to since we started doing this.
Yeah.
I just love it. And then it's just Pot Kettle Black. I just fucking just
every moment to come back.
No, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's such a really good song. And I think, again, going into these cult classics, and I was listening to them, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen or how I was going to appreciate them, or if they were just going to blow straight across me. And between it and Neutral Milk Hotel, the two of them just caught me with like this unexpected brilliance.
Yeah.
And the lyricism, vocals, quality, production, just killer.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff.
Absolutely.
So good.
Ready for a curveball?
Number 2.
Yeah, my number 2 is Radiohead and Rainbows.
My number 2 is Radiohead and Rainbows as well.
Radiohead in Rainbows is it's a 10 out of 10 album.
It's a 10 out of 10, no problem.
But it's just not my favourite album on this list, unfortunately. And it's so close because I love this album.
I'm so much. I can't think of what's your top album. I think you know what mine is.
Yeah. Well, it's the only one I haven't mentioned so far.
I can't think of which one that was. Okay. We've done 39. I'm not sure.
You've mentioned it. But yeah, no, it's man, it's so amazing. I love In Rainbows. Reckoner is it's just out of this world. Weird Fishers, All I Need. It's easily Radiohead's, and I've said this already, it's the only album by Radiohead that you can stick on whenever.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how
most
you
accessible
feel.
You do.
It's the most accessible, yeah. Maybe close to the Bends, but I think In Rainbows might take the cake, personally.
I agree.
I think it's just them at their most refined, most kind of like pure, flowing, beautiful as well. They're not focusing on making you feel uncomfortable or ugly or weird or pushing the boundaries too much. And I absolutely love it.
I think for me, Radiohead number 2 is right for me. It's an absolutely unbelievable album. You've already mentioned, as you've said, Weird Fish's Reckoner. What was that song? What other song?
I said All I Need.
All I Need.
I mean, Body Snatchers. You love Body Snatchers.
Body Snatchers. There's so
Jigsaw
many
Falling
songs.
Space.
Oh, such a good
House of
song.
Cards.
Oh my god. The album in itself, I bought the record for it as well. So the first 2 records I ever bought for myself was Radiohead and Rainbows and Fontaine's DC Romance, and rightly so. Even though I know I have Romance down a little bit lower, but Radiohead for me, such a funny one, isn't it? Because I've listened to them for the first time this year, properly, and OK Computer, Kid A, and In Rainbows and The Bends are all fantastic albums. And I still haven't listened to Pablo Honey, which I'm assuming is going to be one of my favourites. But no, In Rainbow is just an absolute top notch. It's such a good vibe.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about the album, and there's no skips on it.
Absolutely.
No skips at all. I wouldn't skip any song on the album, just in the fear of missing something.
Yeah.
But unbelievable.
Number 1.
Down to number 1.
My number 1 is Cosy Adverse Twin Fantasy.
Ah, yes.
I can't. I mean, it's so good.
It's so good. It is.
To me, lyrically, this album is the most dense thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And every single time I listen to it, I find new things. And it's just so well thought out. Such a passion project. It's ugly at times and it's so weird at times. But for me, it just works. And I just get so excited whenever I stick it on because I'm just ready to just fully just sit in this moment and just be like, what is Will Toledo trying to tell me? You know what I mean? Like, and it just feels like a big puzzle box. Like, and I love trying to fit the puzzles together, and it's such a fun album, and I think lyrically it's an absolute masterpiece, and I can't beat it. Like, it's so good.
It's their magnum opus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My favorite number 1 album since we started in this is Geese 3D Country.
There we go.
I fucking absolutely fell in love with this album. I tried to buy it on vinyl and I couldn't get it because it wasn't in the record store, and I didn't want to buy it online in case I bought the wrong one. So I'll see if they can get it in for me. But I think Cameron Winter's vocals are absolutely insane. I think he's just a gift given. I've just never heard anything like it.
Yeah.
He goes from, his range is incredible. The instrumentals were absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I've never heard anything like a production absolutely unbelievable. When I was listening to the album and the unexpected 2122 came on, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then just progressively grows into one of the best albums in the fucking like I've ever listened to easily. Well, not easily, no.
I remember when he first did that. It's like, and we were like, is that
a girl? But no, it was absolutely incredible. And just on that note then as well, we're doing Cameron Winter's solo album today, so I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
If I hate this, I'll be so shocked. But everyone's saying that his solo works better than this, so.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Might have a new number one at Christmas.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But no, look, at Treaty Country is absolutely stand out to any of the albums, any album I've ever listened to, I think.
Yeah.
So In Rainbows is very close. Like there's less than a point, less than point one in it. They're so close. But yeah, that has been a journey, Jarvis.
Yeah.
We've been on a journey.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Fucking some incredible music.
From The Cure, Free Imaginary Boys, all the way through to Classic Heavy Wrestling Fantasy.
From The Cure, pornography, all the way to Geese Treaty Country.
But yeah, it's been a fun video though.
Yeah, really fun. Good. It's funny to see where we land on both aspects, because there's a lot of differences.
But yeah, anyway,
which is okay.
It's okay. But look, fantastic,
unbelievable,
brilliant.
Give us your thoughts on the albums that we've just said. I mean, I'm sure people disagree with me with the majority at the bottom of my list, and I don't really care, because music is
subjective. But yeah, have a lovely day, guys.
Enjoy yourselves. Thanks a million for joining us, and like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.